According to popular internet theories, on September 27, 2006, there was a high school volleyball game that no one knew would end in tragedy. If the legend is to be believed, a school shooting occurred, killing anywhere between 17 to 24 people, but the event seemingly doesn't exist. If you look up 2006 volleyball incident, you'll see nothing besides conspiracies. So what exactly happened? All we know is that apparently a shooting occurred somewhere after the time of 6:44 p.m. during a high school volleyball game that took place in North Dakota, South Dakota, or Nebraska. The earliest sign of a mention of the 2006 volleyball incident appeared 11 years later in 2017 when a post with this shown image was made to the popular site of 4chan. This is an iceberg of conspiracy theories that consist of what I can only assume are real conspiracy theories before questions are raised at a specific one at the bottom of the iceberg, which mentions the aforementioned incident. This is what OP had to say. Here's what I knew firsthand. Small explosion or mass shooting at a volleyball game somewhere in the Dakotas or Nebraska. Never specified. This part sounds like BS, but that's what's weird. I was on a trip to Rushmore back then. Newspaper at a Nebraska gas station reports a shooting at a small town 10 miles away. End up in South Dakota. See it again around Dakota, South Dakota. There was a shooting Gettysburg, same state. By the time we leave, I hear little talk about it, only once during motel breakfast. When I get home, I ask my friend what he thought about the whole thing, and he remembers it taking place in North Dakota. It stayed in the back of my mind for a long time until I slowly forgot. Until I remembered, and I joked about it during a gaming session, and these two guys asked to talk about it more. They had the same experience too. And I remember someone talking about something similar to the volleyball incident, so I just stick it in these pics hoping someone will remember. 17 to 24 people died at once, and no one talks about it? I don't really know much about what would have really happened there, especially in the infamous photo from the thumbnail. This photo, along with others of the same recording, rised in popularity by fellow YouTuber Some Ordinary Gamers when he ran to spur snippets from the recording. These will be shown but censored somewhat with the effect Clipchamp offers me. Then came the Chilling Scares video, which inspired this, and the main source of this video, Scare Theater. So both will be linked below as main sources and inspirations. In Bailey, Colorado, Dwayne Roger Morrison, aged 53 years old, held hostage 6 female students, manhandling them. He released a few before shooting 16-year-old student, then himself. A pretty brutal crime, I'd say. This is a horrendous crime that his excuses in his apology and goodbye note does not forgive. Dwayne speaks of having depression and apologizes for the thing he did to those kids and those families. There is no excuse. He says he always felt safe at school in his childhood, which must have been why he didn't want others to feel that way. I went into a description of this event as it's an event that happened the same day that a volleyball game incident supposedly took place. From what I can tell, the time of 6:44 p.m. does not seem to pose any importance whatsoever. I feel the need to mention this as this is the closest thing I know of that could relate to the incident, especially since it involves only women and is in the supposed home video as the date. As for being in the wrong state, in the pre-mentioned goodbye note, Morrison mentioned fishing a few times in North Carolina. It's a stretch, but that could have turned into North Dakota, but it's also pretty obscured in the note. They also mentioned 17 to 24 dead, which raised a few eyebrows for me, as that's a lot of people, and I couldn't even find that many cases where this many died. There was an incident that happened with a 19-year-old student, Nicholas Cruz, where he entered with what seemed to be an assault rifle and opened fire, ending 17 and leaving 18 injured, though this happened in 2018 on Valentine's Day, after the original post. Apparently, this also happened at a small town. The skepticism should still be raised. For example, where the gym recording takes place is actually known as one Redditor found it. The location is Utisha High School, and the gym, it's a perfect match. That means the most popular image, the one associated with this incident so well, takes place here in Utisha, Ohio. Oh, maybe New York. I couldn't. Those two places named Utisha. Not Nebraska, though there is a place called Columbus in Nebraska, just like in Ohio. This just raises more questions, because that just means the first image is probably just an image of a volleyball game happening, not necessarily in 2006, but anywhere in between like 2000 to when it was found, which just confuses me mainly. There's so many holes in this, not much more I can talk about. I found a small town shooting in a town called Bolt Township in Pennsylvania on October 2nd, 2006. A man, Charles Carl Roberts, who took hostages, assuming 10, and shot them, ending 6, leaving the other 4 injured, then Charles doing the same to himself. This was known as the West Nichols Mines incident. Without much left, we gotta consider other stuff. The original post doesn't seem to line up with the images, which probably means they were made later on. Why do I say made exactly? Because they're obviously fake. This image seems to be outside, not in a gym where this would have taken place, and I can't say that quote-unquote blood looks real at all. Another image with red quote-unquote body bags, as a Redditor and Scare Theater point out, probably wrong, because there are rare instances of body bags being red. They are 90% likely to be gym bags. Another image is like the first one we talked about, looking insanely fake, but can also be proven to be fake. I don't understand it well, so watch Scare Theater's video on it, but basically, if it was a part of the image, there would be some staticky looking outline on it. So it's signaling that it was added in with Photoshop. Another one, I guess I'll let him describe. This is where he does the heavy lifting for me.
We can only see like the bottom quarter of 4 people in this picture, and of them, 2 of them are wearing dark pants and shoes. Something about this picture just gives me vibes of the very few photos of the Columbine footage that are publicly available. It makes me think maybe this picture was a small screen cap taken from a piece of Columbine footage. It would explain the CBI not for release text. One possible acronym for CBI is Colorado Bureau of Investigation. And where did Columbine happen? That's right, Colorado. Once again, just a theory, take this with a grain of salt. That's all I have for you.
Hopefully he won't mind me using that part. I'll remove it if he does. One other image he doesn't talk about, but by far is the most weird and disturbing to me, is this image. It looks like it's supposed to be footage of bodies, but they don't look like bodies. They look wrong and like something you can't really describe. Also, their jerseys are blue, unlike the previous photo of them being red. I have an explanation to this somewhat. Could be AI. It was posted March 26, 2024, where AI was capable of making something like that. That might explain all the wrongness and off-puttingness of it, but I have no evidence of that being the case. So it seems the photos are fake or don't correlate with what the original poster said. So what is happening? How is there no public record of this supposed event? There is a crazy conspiracy that the government tried to hide it. They were targeting someone and accidentally got at least 16 people in the way, and somehow got everyone to shut up, but wasn't careful enough to get rid of supposed home recording or stop it from reaching news places in time. And the families just accepted that, all 16 of them at the very least, probably more. I doubt it. What about it being the Mandela effect? If you don't know what that is, it's, according to Google, a psychological phenomenon where a large group of people misremember a significant event or share a false memory. For example, many people may incorrectly remember that Mr. Monopoly has a monocle, which is much more plausible, as it would explain why nothing of it exists and all the inconsistencies. But what about remembering watching a video of the event? Or, as Scare Theater said, for a thing that many people seem to remember, it seems like not a lot of people actually do. So yeah, it could be there, but I think they're just lying. At least the dude who claimed to have watched the video is. He's the only one who's apparently seen the video from what I saw, and that just can't be true, as we covered there isn't a video of it. The same person who put that in the iceberg, seemingly only him and his friends knowing of this thing while everyone else was confused by that. That's just speculation. Hey, editing me here. So watching back while trying to edit this, I realized I probably didn't go over that part very well. So what I think past me was trying to say, and what I was trying to write in the script, but apparently lost track of, was that that person who made the original iceberg, as you saw in the beginning of the video, had something to gain from it, because that meant he would have created an online conspiracy theory. And like, it's based on no evidence, and it's an online conspiracy theory, which he seemed, from my research at least, posting a giant iceberg of conspiracy theories on a conspiracy 4chan thing makes you seem like you enjoy conspiracy theories. So it seems like that's what he was trying to do, especially with the over-the-top element of the 2006 volleyball incident, as you could see in the earlierness of the video. So I just wanted to say that real quick. There was no proof, but there was a logical guessing that the event never happened and must have been lied about using details of other events or misremembered the same way. Anyway, that's the end. What should we take away from this is 1. Don't believe everything you see. 2. It's probably that shooting in Colorado that was misremembered into this event. 3. Someone took a photo of a high school game and edited screenshots to pretend it was this event. And 4. If you have determination, maybe you can find a source of one of the unedited images. And whatever your opinion is probably wrong, but I'll accept it. I just want to say, if you liked the video, make sure to like the video. If you disliked the video, make sure to dislike the video and comment down below why you disliked the video. And if you want to see more, I'd say subscribe for more content. Also comment down below anyway if you liked the video and want to subscribe. I hear it helps the algorithm. And with that, bye.